Hi, this is Phyllis Selipek,
And Amrit.
and we are reporting out for AE Learning Academy e-Learning Week 3, Team 10, and this is Thursday, June 21st, 2012.
So the first question is, how will you approach the SLOs with your course?
I feel pretty comfortable with the SLOs that I have. The School of Nursing has developed the SLOs in coordination with our BSN Essentials, so they're pretty tight. I also have several course-specific objectives that I'm going to use, so I feel pretty comfortable with what I have. And they include the KSAs, the knowledge, skills, and attitude component.
And I'm developing a class from scratch. So what was really helpful was knowing about the KSAs, and that's what I will incorporate in my SLOs. So, and the next question, how do you think you'll incorporate peer-to-peer learning?
This is a skills assessment class, so I'm going to have the students videotape the skills that they're doing, have them do it in groups, and then have them evaluate what they're doing and how those videos look. I'm not sure at this point whether I will have them post them publicly for everybody to look at or not. I'm thinking through that.
And I will be using peer-to-peer postings, and I think I will incorporate more group projects because I think that's really important that they work together. And so that's in process of planning. And the next question, what are your plans for assessment so far?
I'm pretty lucky in that I've been teaching this course for a while and wanting to change it. So I've been gathering data for probably several semesters now. I have the standardized computerized testing that all the students take on wellness and physical assessment, so it's specific to the course. So I'll be using that. So I'll have the pre and the post testing for that. I have several years of aggregate data on student evaluations of the course and the pros and cons they've seen of seen about the course. I'll be using those. I've thought about doing a survey on both on the student group that is doing the new course and the groups that are coming that have already gone through the course. So I might do a Survey Monkey type thing for that. And then I think it would be a good idea just to have some anecdotal type information from the faculty in how are the students doing in their clinical. Does this course appear to make the students more prepared for clinical as in replacement of the previous course?
And for me, I have no comparison, so I will assess the student attitude about the course and the content, and then assess the SLOs that are to see if they're being met. That's it. And next question, if you could redesign a learning space, what would it look like?
Oh, yay, dream big. First, I have to say I really enjoyed learning in the space that we had. It would have been really, really difficult to come this last 3 weeks if we had been sitting in a traditional lecture-type classroom. So it was really nice to have the space that we have. If I'm dreaming, I would like to see it a little bigger. I have a hard time sitting, so it would have been nice just to have room to stand up and move around a little bit if you needed to. And so the tables were a little close for me.
They were, yeah.
And I think, when we talked about accessibility, you have to have all that equipment too, earphones. One of the problems I had with the room was we were sitting in the back and it was really difficult to see that screen. So it would be nice to have those screens hooked up to the TVs that were the monitors that were at the desk, or great big screens would be nice, so that you could see better. So that would be something I would change.
And probably set the tables up where there's, because I was like back-to-back chair-wise, to have a little more space between the tables, though that is a beautiful setup. Wonderful.
And I think if I'm dreaming big, a couple things I would add is I would like to see a variety of learning areas. So we had the tables where you could sit and do work, but I do a lot of, and I find students do a lot of thinking and coming up with great ideas just sitting around comfortable. So it'd be nice to have a lounge type area similar to what's out in the library with the lounging chairs and the poofs, and just something that you can just sit back in and get comfortable in and just let the ideas flow and the conversation take place. So that would be nice. And I think another thing just to be aware of on a couple levels is we talked about accessibility, but what if somebody's in wheelchairs? So it would be nice to have those kind of workstations, that if somebody's coming in with a big wheelchair, that they would have that. And then, again, my sit-down ability, it would be really cool to have a couple stand-up stations where you could put your monitors and stand up and be able to do that kind of stretching thing.
It's hard to sit for that long.
It is very hard to sit that long. And I know students have that difficulty, too.
Yes, for sure.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think we're going to sign off.
Oh, can I add one more thing?
Yes.
You're going to let me talk a little bit more?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you know, thank you for listening to my gabbing. I think it'd be really cool because we've had to do these video outs, and if we're going to be asking students to do videos, if I'm thinking big, can we have like a small video recording studio? It has the great light, the great sound. We can edit our stuff right then and there. So I want a recording studio in my learning environment.
Love it.
So now I will be quiet. We will report out. Have a great summer, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Bye.